A financer, a predator, Jeffrey Epstein. This story is not about abuse, it's about power, protection, and silence. And the silence is global. Tucker Carlson has a theory, and the theory is jaw-dropping. He says Epstein wasn't just a criminal, he was an asset for Mossad, for CIA, and for those who trade secrets for leverage. Tucker Carlson also says Trump isn't covering for him, it's covering for the agencies. And that's why the file will always remain sealed. Here's a video I want you to watch.
The current DOJ under Pam Bondi is covering up crimes. Very serious crimes by their own description. Mm-hmm. Why are they doing that?
Yeah.
So there are really only two potential explanations that I can think of. Maybe you've got another. The first is that Trump is involved, that, Trump is on the list, that they've got tape of Trump doing something awful. I don't believe that for two reasons. One, I've talked to Trump about it a lot. And I know him. He's not that, for whatever his sins. I don't think he's that guy, actually. I don't think he likes creepy sex stuff. That's just my view. But more, I think, convincing is that this is all information that the Biden administration had. And if there was evidence that Trump had been involved in illegal sexual activity, you think the people who made up Russiagate wouldn't have leaked it?
Right.
Come on now. So the only other explanation that I can think of, again, maybe you've got another, is that intel services are at the very center of this story, U.S. and Israeli, and they're being protected.
BuzzFeed 2021 reports revealed pedophilia case inside CIA, never persecuted because they wanted to protect the classified method. And if these files are exposed, expose a similar operation, the fallout could be geopolitical. A recent cabinet meeting, Trump exploded when he was asked about Epstein. Attorney General Pam Bondi walked back her claim earlier as well. She now says the file contained child pornography and won't be released because of that. But MAGA influencers are not buying this. Elon Musk is furious. Laura Loomer and Glenn Beck, they're all furious. They're demanding answers.
Sure.
Your memo and release yesterday on Jeffrey Epstein, it left some lingering mysteries. One of the biggest ones is whether he ever worked for a American or foreign intelligence agency. The former labor secretary who was Miami U.S. Attorney, Alex Acosta, he allegedly said that he did work for an intelligence agency. So could you resolve whether or not he did? And also, could you say why there was a minute missing from the jailhouse tape on the night of his death?
Yeah, sure. Could I just interrupt? Are you still talking about Jeffrey Epstein? This guy's been talked about for years. You're asking, we have Texas, we have this, we have all of the things. And are people still talking about this guy, this creep? That is unbelievable. Do you want to waste the time, and do you feel like answering?
I don't mind answering.
I mean, I can't believe you're asking a question on Epstein at a time like this where we're having some of the greatest success and also tragedy with what happened in Texas. It just seems like a desecration, but you go ahead.
Sure. First, to back up on that, in February, I did an interview on Fox, and it's been getting a lot of attention because I said, I was asked a question about the client list, and my response was, it's sitting on my desk to be reviewed, meaning the file along with the JFK, MLK files as well. That's what I meant by that. Also, to the tens of thousands of video, they turned out to be child porn downloaded by that disgusting Jeffrey Epstein. Child porn is what they were. Never going to be released, never going to see the light of day. To him being an agent, I have no knowledge about that. We can get back to you on that. And the minute missing from the video, we released the video showing definitively the video was not conclusive, but the evidence prior to it was showing he committed suicide. And what was on that, there was a minute that was off the counter. And what we learned from Bureau of Prisons was every night, they redo that video. It's old, from like 1999. So every night the video is reset and every night should have the same minute missing. So we're looking for that video to release that as well, showing that a minute is missing every night. And that's it on Epstein.
Mr. President, on the tariffs first, you said it is the deadline.
Well, this isn't just about political. It's about existential. If a system protects predators to shield intelligent operation, what does that have to say about justice? Tucker's claim is that Epstein is tied to Israeli intelligence and they are the real reason that the files are buried. And Tucker also says that Trump doesn't like creepy sex stuff, but is protecting the espionage networks, the spy agencies. Saga and GT added on the podcast together with Tucker Carlson that exposing Epstein could unravel a covert operation worldwide that is going on or that has happened.
The entire public record reveals Alex Acosta, who said he belonged to intelligence. He said that. The person who was responsible for the Sweetheart 13-month deal, Alex Acosta, who is the U.S. attorney, said, and I believe he testified this in sworn testimony, said, I was told he belonged to intelligence. That was a key part of why the charges were dropped against him. And, he got some Sweetheart Palm Beach County Jail situation.
This variant is not fringe. It's gaining fraction. And it's forcing uncomfortable questions. Questions like, where is the list? Pam Bondi once said she had on her table. And now she said it doesn't exist. The DOJ memo that was released claims that there's no client list. But victims are saying otherwise. They're saying names are sealed of politicians, celebrity, and tech moguls. All these guys are sealed. And they'll remain sealed. Transparency and trust is the casualty here. This isn't just about American scandal. It's a global reckoning. If intelligence agencies used Epstein to co-promise world leader, then what that means is that the cover-up is international. The victim, they deserve more. They deserve justice. Now the question to ask is not whether Epstein is protected. The question to ask today is, who's protecting him today, right now? And why? What are they hiding? Thank you so much for watching. This is Newsroom. I'm Baraka. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.